Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Opening, setting of agenda for the meeting. Are there any additions to the agenda this evening?
No, that's good.
Okay. Then I would entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, 1.3 audience participation. Are there any items that anyone in the audience would wish to talk about this evening? Laura Cryer?
Yep, Laura Cryer, PEA, item 3.8, consider solution tree agreement.
Okay. All right. Remind me when we get there. Try to remember. All right. Anyone else? Okay. Item 2, consent agenda. Are there any items anyone would like to pull out to discuss further? Okay, then I would entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second. Okay. Is there any discussion?
Abstain from voting on this.
Okay. All right. Hearing no discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Item 3, business transactions. 3.1, consider school breakfast and lunch prices.
Thanks for having me again.
Thanks for coming.
So the USDA Food and Nutrition Services have granted a waiver of the paid lunch equity tool for school year 22 and 23. This waiver allows us to limit increases or not increase at all to our lunch prices. In addition to this waiver, President Biden signed into effect the Keep Kids Fed Act on June 25th. This legislation will provide SFAs a higher reimbursement rate of 40 cents for each lunch, 15 cents for each breakfast, in order to combat the rise in food costs. Upon considering our budget, reimbursement rates, and our increased food costs, it's my ask that we keep our prices the same in order to decrease the burden that families who have not paid for meals over the past 2 years may feel. I'm happy to review the prices as they are stated on our website. So breakfast would be $1.25 for students in all schools. The reduced price for breakfast is 30 cents. Lunch in elementary schools will be $2.05 and Riverside, and then the reduced lunch is 40 cents. And then lunch at the junior high and the high school will be $2.15. Okay. Sounds good to me. All right. You've heard the recommendation. Is there a motion?
Moved.
Second.
Okay, is there any discussion or questions?
I'm just glad that we can maintain the prices and
Yes.
you do an excellent job. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
All right. Hearing no discussion, no further discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. 3.2, consider selection of newspaper for legal advertising. Sandy.
Yes, since the Pilot News is the local vendor, we would like to ask that you select the Pilot News for our legal advertising.
Okay.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right. Any discussion? No. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 3.3, consider the annual financial report for publication.
As required by the Department of Ed, this is one annual financial report we have to do. So, you have the financial report attached, and it's a lot of information from how much we pay teachers that are at certain levels of years of service versus degrees, and all of our expenditures and all of our revenues and vendors that we use that are over 2,500 in a year. This is all information as of December of 2022. 2020, thank you. As we haven't gotten there yet.
You're pushing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sorry, thank you.
You're welcome.
See, I have no
She's looking at December.
Yeah. So anyway, and kind of to lead into advertising, the state also has changed a lot of account numbers, and they just gave it to us June 30th. And we have to change our account numbers again. And all the account numbers they gave us last year to change are now being removed.
Oh, wow.
And so we're gonna have to change everything come for the 2023 budget. So Val and I would like to ask that instead of presenting the budget on August, the second, the August 17th, I think it was, we'd like to do the workshop, the first meeting in September, and then come back again in September and do the actual hearing.
We need to still be in compliance.
Yes, to stay in compliance, yeah.
Right, makes sense.
I was kind of, we have to advertise for the annual financial report in the first week between August 1st and August 15th. So I thought with advertising and trying to backtrack
That makes sense.
and with all the changes. So
I don't think do we need to vote on that? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I just kind of wanted to segue into that.
Yeah.
With advertising. So anyway, so I would like you to approve the annual financial
Okay,
report, but
all right. That's you heard Candy's recommendation. Could I have a motion to approve the annual financial report for the commission?
Second.
All right. Any discussion or questions for Candy? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. 3.4, consider fiscal year end transfers.
yes, generally, and this is first that we've asked you to do this because State Board of Accounts has been saying, hey, we really need you to have the school board sign off on a lot of your fund transfers, which you already approved, like the debt service resolution that when we do the budget, but just this is going to clarify a little bit more and say, okay, now I've done that transfer. So I'm informing you I've done the transfer from debt service into textbook rental, because that's the shortfall that we have from the reduced population. We had an end of year NutriKids prepaid to food service transfer, that's normal. And then we also did an indirect cost from school lunch into our operations fund. And that is a formula that we have to follow, and we have all of that documentation. This is just a final approval for doing this, and we had to do it before we closed the fiscal year.
Okay.
So this is kind of telling you what we did and then showing you the amounts.
All right. You heard Candy's explanation. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right. Any discussion or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. 3.5, consider resolution 2022-13 to charge administrative fee for garnishments.
Yes, we have had repeat offenders. It's almost like we're being people's personal banking. And it's a lot of process to do and a lot of tracking, a lot of extra work. So it does permit that, the law does permit us to charge for that. And we would be charging an administrative fee of $3 for each garnishment.
All right. Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 3.6, consider revisions to the classified staff conditions of employment.
Good evening. So Mitch, Candy, and I all work on updating these conditions of employment for the classified staff. The biggest change that you're going to see in there is the addition of all of the evaluations. We thought it was really important that people could see what they're going to be evaluated on. So we added those to after the end of like each section of classification of the roles. So some other updates that we did, we added 2 extra paid holidays. But we did get rid of the floating holiday. We increased some of the salary ranges to be more in line with current market rates of pay. And just one quick note, on page 5 on the vacation schedule, There was one error there. Instead of it says date earned, it should read date to use by. So that's the date, December 31st is the date that people need to use their vacation days by. So that's all I have. They ask that you please approve the updated classified staff conditions of employment.
Okay. You've heard the recommendation. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion or you have questions for Beth? No? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item 3.7, consider demographic research and redistricting proposals. Mitch, that's
Yeah,
it.
this past month I sat down with Jerry McKibben from McKibben Demographic Research to discuss a study for our community. I would like to look at the effect of new housing in our district and see if we are placing students in the foreign countries in a way that makes the most sense. My hope is to complete the study and be prepared to make any necessary changes by the start of the 23-24 school year. One of the two proposals is to do the actual demographic study, basically gathering all the data, while the other is to provide options for us to consider if there is any kind of redistricting plan. Jeremy has been used by Plymouth in the past, and he's very familiar with our community. I believe the information he can share will be valuable for many years to come, and therefore I recommend the approval of the contracts between McKibben Demographic Research and PCSC.
Right, you heard the recommendation. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All right, any questions or discussion?
Makes sense. That'd be interesting to see the results.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited, anxious to see how this process works, and then also see the results myself.
We've been through it a couple times.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, and I think he does a good job, so I'm happy that he's willing to do it again. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Right, motion carries. Item 3.8, consider solution tree agreement. Mitch?
Yeah, Solution Tree is a group who helps schools establish and maintain professional learning communities with a focus on student learning. The focus of their work is centered around 4 questions. What is it that we want students to know and be able to do? How will we know when they know it? How will they respond when students do not learn it? And then how will we extend the learning for students who have demonstrated proficiency? Solution Tree will help us establish more effective systems to impact learning. Therefore, I recommend the approval of the purchase agreement between Solution Tree and PCSC.
Okay, well, get it on the table.
So moved.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
All right. I know we have a question from Laura. Do any of the board members have questions, or
What grade level was it?
what grade level is this for, Mitch?
This will be for the entire corporation. So,
Oh,
K
corporation.
through 12?
Okay. Questions? Laura?
Thank you, Laura Pryor, PDA. So back in March, we had an agreement with Equitable Education Solutions for $75,000. I'm just curious, how does this agreement, which is for approximately $263,000, work along with EES? Just a little bit more details on it. And then where are the funds coming from to pay for this new agreement?
Okay.
So first of all, the funds will be ESSER dollars. And then how they work together, both groups are just basically going to dovetail. I know, Laura, you haven't seen yet the work that EES has done, but they, the final, we're promising you a final draft of that, and I don't think that's come yet. But they're going to work on more just on the actual what does a meeting look like solution tree, while EES is going to do more of the looking at our curriculum and does it fit horizontally, vertically, that kind of thing. So the two will dovetail together, and we can have more discussion about that
So this agreement with Solution Tree is for 1 year then?
I'm not sure about that one.
Okay.
Thought it was for more. I know it's this, I don't know how long, there were like 6 sessions in the agreement. And I don't know beyond that if there's more after that.
There's all kinds of dates within the contract.
I saw the dates. It looks like the last one is in June of 2023, so approximately a year.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
I don't know if that's the end point. I don't know if we would do anything beyond that. I know they're going to spend 2 days with us, August 2nd and 3rd, with just the administrative group. So I hope to know more then.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. 3.9, consider PHS Huddle Agreement for 2022-23.
Yeah, Michael Delp is proposing a 3-year agreement with Huddle. Huddle is a video technology used by a vast majority of athletic groups in the country to analyze practices and games. The video from Huddle lets you do many things in preparation from sporting events, from individual work to team preparation. Huddle has all the tools that can help with those things, and I recommend the approval of the agreement between Huddle and PCSC.
Okay, so is this 2022 through 2025?
Yes,
Okay.
it's 3 years.
And we've already used it this past year, didn't we? Yeah. That's
We
what,
have used it this past
We
year.
have.
yes. All right, you heard the recommendation. Is there a motion? Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 3.10, consider permission to advertise bids for plumbing fixture upgrades and VFD.
And this is part of the last bond that we did. Martin Covilma has prepared the documents for plumbing fixture upgrades and VFDs in front of high school and Riverside Intermediate. And I'm just asking for permission to send the notices out to bidders. So basically, I'm asking for permission to advertise what Martin Co has put together.
Okay.
VFD is variable frequency drive, and that's
Yes.
to reduce the cost of electricity
Oh,
that
yeah,
comes
okay.
into the building.
I got it now, yeah. Okay.
Good job, Candy.
I cheated.
She found a friend.
I found a friend right next door to me.
Okay, you've heard the recommendation. Is there a motion?
So move.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, any discussion or questions? Like, what's VFDs? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 3.11, consider administrator contract renewals.
Yes, all of the administrators presented here have received a minimum of an effective rating on their evaluations, so I believe that they are all worthy of an extension in their contract, and then depending on how negotiations goes, potentially a raise in the later part of the fall. Therefore, I am recommending approval of the contract renewals as presented before you.
You've heard the recommendation.
So
Is
moved.
there, okay, is there a second?
Second.
All right, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 4, superintendent's monthly remarks.
So I would like to introduce our new business manager, Valerie Orr. If you remember at the last meeting, Valerie was approved for the position but did not get to introduce herself as she was on vacation. I mentioned this last time, but I will mention it again. A few highlights of her career so far. Valerie was the 2015 IASCO Region 2 Treasurer of the Year. She has completed her IASCO International School Finance and Operations certification, her IASCO CFO certification track, her MBA, and she has currently the director for IASBO Region 2. So I introduce to you Valerie Moore, and if Valerie wants to say anything, here's your opportunity, Valerie.
Well, thanks for preparing me that you were going to go through that. It's really humbling. I'm excited to be here. I want to say Plymouth is my roots. I was a 2002 Glen grad though, but I worked at Martin's in my high school career. I started my Plymouth career over at West Elementary back in the day. So it's so sad right now, but good memories. I have two great kids, Ryan and Natalie. Ryan's going to be coming back to his roots. He started in kindergarten, so he's coming back for second grade, and he's real excited. So just really happy to be here. Excited to work with such a great team and on the board, and just really, I'm open to it. So any questions, just let me know.
Well, we're happy to have you.
Yes.
Welcome. Thank you. Yes. Great. Anything else, Mitch?
Yes, a couple more things. I would like to thank the Plymouth Athletic Booster Club for their donation of $2,500 to Lincoln Junior High Athletics. And then throughout the past year, I've let you know that we are working on a creation of a promotional video. Tonight, I would like to show you the finished product of that promotional video, and also thank all of the people that you'll see who took part in its creation. So if Ted can get us going, we can see the video.
Queued up.
Every student, family, and neighbor in our community.
Our corporation is truly fortunate to enjoy a unique connection to the city of Plymouth.
Comprising 7 schools and serving the needs of some 3,400 students, pre-K to 12th grade, Plymouth Community School Corporation is committed to maximizing the academic and social achievements of every student.
From the name we share to our partnership with the Plymouth Parks Department and the Bluegrass Festival, the corporation maintains mutually beneficial relationships with the community at large.
The city of Plymouth is an excellent place to raise a family, and Plymouth Community School Corporation is certainly a significant asset that contributes to our city's quality of life. By promoting the area to new businesses, Plymouth's workforce is among our area's strongest selling points. Partnerships in our city are reimagining our local career pathway system so our graduates are well prepared to make an impact in our community and workforce.
Within Plymouth Community School Corporation, we offer multiple pathways to success for our graduates. We maintain a strong college preparatory program with educational options such as dual enrollment and advanced placement courses, and curriculum partnerships with Indiana University and Ivy Tech. Students may explore their interests through project-based learning academies and a project lead the way pre-engineering curriculum.
Technology is hands-on throughout the corporation. From our one-to-one iPad initiative in grades K through 12 and wireless internet access in schools to our student-run TV and radio studios, students will discover there are many opportunities to stay abreast of the necessary technology tools to optimize learning.
By 4th grade, we are exploring new opportunities in clubs, athletics, and STEM-focused learning.
Whether we're performing on stage, in concert, or on the field, the community takes pride in the achievements of PCSC students. Working in partnership with Plymouth's residents, we are doing whatever it takes to maximize the academic and social achievement of every individual. We are Plymouth Community School Corporation, connected to community.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Very good.
Very good job.
Yeah.
Thank you. I thought they did a really good job. Really talented individuals that we were working with there.
Yeah.
So the last thing I had was the next meeting is August 9th.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Okay. All right. Does anybody have any questions for Mitch at all?
No. Get better and get well.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
All right. Well, if there's no other business, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thanks. Thanks everyone for